Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team on the PS5 with Brabham Racing, Martini Brabham Racing. We are in Season 3, starting for Round 2. Tonight we head to Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We have a little bit of housekeeping to get done before we get into the race. It is the first of a new month, so let's go into our inbox. First off, let's just make sure everything came through okay with the car. Yep, everything is fine. George actually had an expected finish of third, not second. Interesting. Kimi Antonelli got the F2 win. Christian Mansell starts off the S03 season with a podium. That's always good. So let's take a look. There is 10th in the sprints. Where is Tommy? Oh, Tommy was last. Ugh. Not a great race for Tommy. And then only 29th in the Grand Prix. Yeah, not a great result there, but a much better result for Christian, second in the main race. So where does that put him in the standings? Let's have a look. That puts him second overall in the standings on 19 points. I'm guessing Tommy's going to be right near the bottom, if not at the bottom. 29th, yeah, not a good season for Tommy so far. Hopefully things will improve. How you doing, Wally? How you doing, Victor? How you doing, Dino? Adrian, good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat as well. It sounds like Tom is becoming a development driver. Yes, pretty much. He has no real hope of making the F1 grid now. Still only at 59 overall, and he's in, I think he's 22 now. Let's see. 23, yeah. So, yeah, Tommy is going to be focusing on development. At the moment, we've got him on marketability to help with our sponsor engagement. But I think eventually we will move him over to setups. Let's get this first sponsor period out of the way. Back to the inbox. How have our affiliates improved? Let's have a look. It is a point in braking for Tommy, a point in braking for Christian, and Jack has gained a point in overtaking. Good, Jack is improving. And our main drivers, no improvements for our main drivers. Congrats on the first win. Thank you, Adrian. Let's see if we can add another one tonight. Pit crew training is next. How you doing, Farah? Okay, so fatigue is at 32%. So it does look as though the fatigue carries over into the month now. We'll have to double check it again next month, at the end of this month, because obviously we had a race weekend, I think. But yeah, 32% fatigue. That isn't ideal. Means we will be slightly overtired going into Jeddah. That's really not good. All right, let's put a day of car building in. Let's do some split training. And I think I can get away with half a day of training here. Oh no, I can get a full day of training in here. And then half a day of training here, I think. Yes, there we go. puts me at 19% there. We'll do another day here. And that puts me at 11% there. Yes, okay, happy with that. So, if I'm right, and they have fixed the training so that it now carries across properly, we should be at around 2% fatigue when we head into April for our pit crew training. So we won't know for another couple of weeks, another couple of nights. Or maybe possibly after tomorrow night's race, we'll see how much housekeeping we need to get done. But if it's still the same, then as it is at the moment, as it was before the 1.9 patch, where if you were below, if you were just anywhere in the well rested category, you would start the following month with no fatigue, then we'll be at 0. So if it's at 0, it's still the old method. If it's 2%, it's carrying across properly the way it used to on previous versions of the game. So let's confirm that training, and we'll see what happens when we get to April 1st. Right, we have 4.4 mil in the bank, so that means we can get another part going. But before we do that, we have got to address our declining operational facilities. So the memorabilia room, I'm going to upgrade that, a full upgrade. The hospitality area is a bit expensive, so I'm just going to go with a quick refurb on that. The weather center, I am going to go maybe with an upgrade there, but that can wait. Spare parts, I believe we don't have. Oh, this is good. It's actually telling me, look, on the summary, without having to go in and check a part, it's now actually telling us, look, how many hours we've got remaining in the current ATR period. And we've got none left because we've used them all. But I like the fact that it's actually giving us that summary information there now, without having to go in and start clicking through menus. So that's really good. I only have the 2 side pods, so we need to get at least one more going. And I'm just short of the money I need, so that's going to have to wait a couple of days, I think. Let's get our suspension worked, because that needs to be done. Can't afford to do a front wing. That's going to be 5.4 mil, 5.8 mil. I think it's 5.4. We don't need to do an underfloor. We've got the best underfloor. Well, we did have the best underfloor. Is it still the best underfloor? Yes, it is. It's still the best underfloor on the grid. Is that the same for our front wing? Yes, it is. So we'll get the suspension done next. That's the one part we can afford to do. And we'll bring in a bit of balance this time round. Take just a touch off the weight there. Just a touch of extra drag reduction. We'll go intense. There we go. One engineer. And that leaves me with 443, and I need 450 to make another side pod. So that's going to have to just wait until we get our next payment through from our tour center, which hopefully will be the very next day. Oh, we've got a new ATR period. If I'd realised, I'd have waited one day. Let's do that part. Never mind. Never mind. There we go. Tour pad has paid out. Tour center has paid out. We've now got 540k. The helipad refurb is done in time for Jeddah. Excellent stuff. There's the new ATR period. And let's build a backup side pod now. There we go. And we're out of cash again, down to just 90k. Are our scouts doing anything? I wonder. I want to start taking a little look at what everyone is on contract-wise. So, information on Max is expired. He still has 3 years left on his deal. Leclerc is out of contract at the end of this season. Obviously, we know about Oscar, 20 mil salary. I'm curious if we have the information. Ricardo's on a cheap contract. You can see there we have low team suitability. He has no interest in joining us. That might be because it's a race weekend day. And because he's recently started a contract. But it's not because he doesn't, want to drive for us. Harris has still got 3 years on his deal. Hamilton has 10 months left on his deal. And I want to see what his stats look like, because he is definitely starting to decline. His overall is down to 86. So let's do a scout on Hamilton. And Alonso is still at 88. That's a surprise. Let's get a scout on Alonso as well. We'll get those reports in a week. Our race targets. Weather's going to be, as usual, absolutely fine. No doubt it'll be asking us to do first and second again. Oh no. Second and third. All right, okay. We can go second and third. And that way, if George does find himself in the position to win the Grand Prix, as long as Piastri gets second, we can let George go for the win. That works. I'm happy with that. I did feel a little guilty about denying George the chance to win last night.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're on the shores of the Red Sea in the shade of Jeddah's skyscrapers. This might be a dream setting, but as we know, in Formula One, not all dreams come true. Last round was a dream weekend for race winner Oscar Piastri, the Australian showing his mettle against the best of the best. Our weekend action starts here.
Put our rookies in. Give them a little bit of a boost. We want to go with soft tyres for both. Go. Car setup for Jeddah is usually somewhere, I think, in the 711 range. A 9.1, 3.5 and a 0. Could be an 8. Let's go with an 8 on this one. No, braking stability is wrong. So we'll go with a 711, 9.1. We want to go with 18 laps of fuel. Drop those settings down. But we're going to overfuel just in case we do get it right. Setups are very narrow on this one. It's very easy to get them right off the bat on this circuit. We'll go with that for this car. And there we go. Send them out. And this will give us a good comparison between our two drivers here, our two reserves.
Radio check.
We used Jack as a benchmark against Piastri, and he was about half a second slower. And now we can do a benchmark of Mansell against Doohan.
Copy that, loud and clear.
Out, that's critical.
Copy that. Copy.
So, a little bit of F1 manager news for you. This will be the last F1 manager. F1 Manager 25 has been cancelled. The licensing agreement has been terminated early by mutual consent. So there will not be another Formula One manager game. Hopefully, that means that they will continue to support this longer than they would normally. You know, i.e. more than just until December. And hopefully they will build on this and continually bring new features in. Like, obviously, we got pit lane starts just recently in this new patch. We got the creative team this year. I hope that they do continue to just give little iterations and improvements to this and make it as good as it could possibly be, rather than, really give it the polish that it deserves, rather than, breaking off early to focus on the next one, because obviously there will not be a next one. So, fingers crossed, this one will actually get some proper treatment.
Say what you'd like on the balance.
Yeah. 84% for Jack. Right, let's call him in. Let's try the 10.5. Let's go to... Actually, no, let's go the other way. Let's go 6.5 and 11.5. And we'll leave the other bits as they are. Now we'll take some fuel out.
Okay, tyres are reaching the upper end of the temperature window. Tyre temperatures have been good.
So with that in mind, this could be our last season on Brabham. We're not going to abandon the game. We're going to keep playing the game. I'm going to keep streaming the game. But this could be our last season with Brabham if we win the title this year with Oscar. Then we will end Brabham and we will create another new team with some restrictions and some self-imposed rules. We'll do our own version of a hardcore mode.
How's the balance?
And see how we go from there. What I will probably do is just sim through the first 2 seasons, do no research, and we'll start 2026 as the first season of the new career mode with a car that is by far the worst on the grid. And then instead of just having to get through the first 2 years and then bang, we'll have the best car because we've researched well, we'll have to go through multiple years of research to try and drag that car up the order a bit. We will probably impose some restrictions on drivers as well. We're at 90% with Christian. Let's call him in. How's the car? Says Mike. The car is very, very good. Gonna go with that. Make that. No, let's move that back to a 7. There we go. We'll make that our only change there. any chance I'll try and make a female champion again, since there's F1 Academy drivers in the game? Maybe.
Copy that, yeah. Understood.
One thing's for sure, we will be one-starring absolutely everything. You know, we were like 1 and 2-starring some staff members and drivers and things like that in our first attempt on Goodwood. But we will be completely 1-starring everything. You know, 1-star staff, really, really low values, and just try and take what is essentially going to be an F2 team all the way through to the top. That's what I'm thinking in my head at the moment. It's a little way off yet, and it might not happen at the end of this season. There might yet be another season of Brabham after this one, but we shall see. Jack's car is done. Let's call him in. The title defense season. Yeah, I may do a title. It depends how comfortably we win the title this season. Because, I mean, our car's good. It's going to get better this year. We're in that weird phase where the AI is neglecting its facilities to the point where they are going to be going orange, not just yellow. So we may have a completely dominant car next year as well. So if we absolutely breeze through the titles this year, that will probably be it for this series, and we'll start a new one. But if it becomes a bit of a fight later, then yeah, we'll probably do a title defense season, assuming we win the title this year. I don't really want to mess around with last to first challenges this time around.
Tyre feedback when you can. Copy. Okay, that's the checker flag.
Oh, just as the session ended completely there, we got that 5 out of 5 feedback. And we got the car nailed as well. So that's both cars at 100%. Excellent news. Stick our drivers in the car now.
Green light. Try and work these tunnels as hard as we can on this lap. Copy.
And we can leave them to it for this session. We have a couple of special liveries again for this year's Las Vegas Grand Prix this weekend that have been revealed so far. Sauber are going for green hot rod style ghost flames on their front wing. Alpine are running a pretty much entirely pink car instead of the pink and blue. They're still going to have a lot of black on the car, but the blue areas are going to basically be pink as well. So almost an entirely pink car. Williams are going to continue to run their yellow engine box, but they are changing the branding to Keeper on that one for a sponsor agreement, rather than, I forget the name of the company it was before, for Brazil. So the car won't necessarily look different, but it will be a different sponsor branding on the yellow engine cover. I'm not sure if Mercedes are going to be running anything special, but they are doing a branding thing, so that might just be in terms of merch and clothing rather than anything specifically on the car. Ferrari will probably do something, but I don't know what yet, exactly what it is they're doing. Flames on the side pod and engine cover as well. I've not seen a clear enough image yet to see the rest of the car, only from the front. Evening Cloud. But given that this is going to be the last Formula One manager game, we will start to slow down on it a bit with the next series. We won't be streaming it 5 nights a week. We'll probably stream 2 or 3 times a week, maybe. And that will open up opportunity to do other stuff as well. Because, I mean, I still want to keep playing this game. I still really enjoy it, but I don't want it to be completely burnt out with no subsequent game to come in the future. I did have a feeling and a worry that this would be the last one, and it turns out that is going to be the case.
Checkered flag is out.
One thing I do hope they add into this version is some increased options for car customization in terms of liveries, or increasing the number of layers that we can put into making logos and stuff. The ability to put custom logos on the car as well would be nice. Failing that, I may just have to get the PC version so we can add mods. Because the PC has been ordered it earlier today. So that should be with me in a week and a half to 2 weeks, hopefully. How you doing, Clark? Once again, nice easy session for us. Just need to let them run. Don't have to do any tinkering. We've now learnt all of the new parts for the car. Well, say all of the new parts. We've learnt all the parts on the car currently. We still will need to, if we go back to them, relearn the chassis, the Mark 1 chassis, because we haven't done any running with the Mark 1 chassis. Same with the side pod. And what was the other part? Was it the rear wings? Yeah, I think it was the rear wings. So same with the rear wings as well. We'll be on the Mark 1 versions of all of those. Or we're on the Mark 2 versions of all those. So the Mark 1s will all have zero knowledge. So what we'll probably do at some point in practice sessions is start to introduce those on the car, just so we can learn them in case we ever need to roll back to them. So that, you know, we'll be able to roll back and still have knowledge of that part, or at least have less knowledge finding to do. I'd like to think we won't find ourselves in a situation where we have to roll all the way back to a Mark 1 part, but you never know. You saw how much of a disaster it was last year for us. There we go. Full 100 for George. And a full 100 for Oscar. How's the rest of the grid looking? Red Bull looking very quick. First and second. Kind of curious to see what Alonso can do in the Red Bull. We didn't really get an opportunity to see that last night, considering he got strolled on like the first or second lap. Both drivers look like they're right on the cusp of... Oh, no, wait, no. They are both comfortably in very high confidence. Lovely stuff.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
Jeddah's high-speed street circuit is rather prone to yellow and red flags during qualifying, as drivers and walls often meet. Strategists will be looking for the perfect gap, but need to make sure drivers get their lap in.
Now, there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
Well, Crofty, here is a driver who's just oozing confidence right now. We could see the impact it's having, and I'm sure that'll carry through to qualifying.
Well, it's almost here. Qualifying, coming up soon.
Right, nice and straightforward, straight into quali.
Sessions should be starting now.
On the brakes a bit.
Coming.
Track position's fine, Marcus. There you go, see? Told you.
Good gap in front. Let's go.
All clear ahead. Good to go.
Right on board with George. I do like the front wing cam here on this circuit because the walls are so close and it's such a quick circuit. You really do get that sense of speed. George is slightly quicker. And now we have a Mercedes in the way. Now, of course, a slight delay, but we got through without too much trouble. Oscar's about to hit the other Mercedes. Oh, that's a definite hold up. Yeah. Oscar is definitely quicker in the middle sector. So it's a 32.2, sorry, 32.3 against a 32.3. Just, again, a couple of hundredths. 27.4, and again, 27.4. So close between these two. 26.996.
Be negative at the safety car line.
And a 28 because of that delay at the end of Sector 2, beginning of Sector 3. Puts him over a second behind in the end. It would have been so close between the two of them if it hadn't been for that. And George may need to run again as a result. That's a bit of a shame. That's a big lock-up. No, I heard that screech.
So red flag, red flag.
Straight into the barrier. Unlucky Porsche.
We are then reaching turn 13. Oh, and the car with a nasty crash into the barrier. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock. The team glued to the monitors.
So, that's Porsche out of qualifying. How you doing, Harvey? Nice 1-2 yesterday. I had to work for it a little bit at the end, but in the end it became quite comfortable once we got Oscar back in place. Could be a bit more of the same today. Could be. I'm hoping it's going to be a longer fight today because of the DRS zones around this track. I'm hoping that it's going to be more of a battle all the way through, but we shall see. We may not improve in the first or second sectors here, but we should definitely improve in the final sector, where we lost about a second. Again, it all depends on whether or not we hit traffic, which is definitely a possibility. And the reason why we haven't improved in the first and second sectors is because track confidence, or our confidence went back down to starting level again, and the tyres aren't as good, having already done a flying run. But this will be a much better final sector. There we go. About a second quicker almost.
So that's currently P3.
But no improvement. Wow, did we not get any improvement? How far off were we in the 37? So we were a tenth down in the first stint. Oh, we were 4 tenths down in the middle. And then we gained 9 tenths. So we should be 4 tenths quicker, but I don't understand that. Why is that only showing as a 127.977 against a 127.995? We were half a tenth down in the first sector. Oh no, wait, we were half a second down. It was a 32.8, not a 32.3. Oh, that's quite a loss, yeah. Well, that's really disappointing. But I'm looking at the pace of everyone else. Maybe we don't need to go again. We'll prep just in case. That's a hell of a lap from Fittipaldi, if that's true pace. I'm going to sit this one out, see what happens. I'm from the UK. There we go. So we've got our bottom 6. Porsche eliminated, we knew that. Lawson, Van Dorn, Gasly, Perez and Ricciardo are eliminated. Wow. For whatever reason, the track just wasn't very good in the rest of that session. Nobody got even close to Oscar. Send George out for a slipstream, considering he's already done 2 runs on those tyres now. And we've got Sainz following us out.
And we want to generate some temperature for this outlap.
Yeah, perfect.
Why are you not watching the Grand Prix, Cloud? Any particular reason? You just don't want to watch Max win the title? Who's Mrs. W? Oh, there we go. We got another new nickname for Wally, Mrs. W. A bit late now. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to watch it live. You could watch the replay.
And drive straight out.
I won't be watching it live. I don't have access to it, but I'll be watching the highlights on Channel 4.
All clear ahead. Good to go.
Oh God, we've got a Sauber popping out right in front of us. It's out of the way. Of course, the Vegas track is dreadful. You say that. Record number of overtakes at Vegas last year, 90. It's not an exciting track in terms of its layout, but it produced a lot of overtaking. Oscar's flying again. All right, 127.5. Only 4/10 behind this time for George. That's a bit more like it. I want to watch Fittipaldi, see if he can pull out another lap like he did in Q1, because that was blisteringly quick. For the Sauber, at least. Oh, his lap's ruined by another Mercedes. Sainz getting in the way. Did I say I'm giving up on this series after this season? Potentially. It depends how easily this season goes. If we win the title without even really having to fight for it, then yeah, probably. But if we have to fight for the title, then we'll probably do a defense season afterwards. But our time with Brabham is probably winding down, and we'll get another team up and running.
And switch off.
You know what time it's on F1? F1's on Channel 4. TV schedule should hopefully give you some information. Channel 4 guide is your friend. Right, two McLarens have split our drivers. Ocon there. Oh no, wait, it's not two McLarens, is it? It's the the Red Bull and the McLaren. The other one's already out. Ocon very close. Leclerc now leaving the pits to do his out lap. Hamilton on his flying lap might have just been held up. Doesn't improve. So he's in the danger zone. Leclerc now down to 9th place. Yeah, Ferrari not looking very strong compared to where they were last season. Valtteri goes 4th. Enzo is out. Maybe he didn't get a clean run on this second run, but Sauber have got a very quick car in terms of straight top line speed. So these banker laps won't be good enough to secure pole position, but they will give us a baseline to work from. .32.6, 32.9. Big difference in tyre life though. And again, these are just banker laps just to get the time on the board and build some confidence. .27.7, 28.0. Going to be quite a significant gap between the two at this rate. .27.2, 27.5, yeah, 8.5 tenths.
Oscar, recharge on and cool the car, please.
Still a pretty good time from Oscar though.
Oscar, pit lane. Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
Okay, stop on the marks and then jump.
Now we wait. There goes Valtteri. Here we go. Which Ferrari are we behind? I think we're behind Hamilton. No, we're behind Leclerc. Can we lock out the front row for the second race in a row? That would be really nice.
Yep.
And that was Alonso tearing through.
We've got 8 seconds of clear air ahead. Yeah, let's go for it.
Now the question is, where are we going to catch Alonso?
Let's go.
Go straight through without any drama. Let's see how close Oscar is. Oscar's going to go purple on this lap, I think. But it's going to be a question of where George ends up. Up to the final corner. Not quite as close to Leclerc as I'd hoped we would be. It is enough to go first and second for now. Hamilton crosses the line, goes P4. Here's Ocon. Norris crosses the line and goes P6. Sainz also on a flying lap. He'll be the last one to cross the line. Bottas has already done his lap. Ocon does not improve, so we have locked out the front row. It's unlikely Sainz is going to challenge. Unlikely Sainz is going to get past Alonso. He might do. He doesn't even improve. Stays P9. So, that is the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We lock out the front row with Oscar on pole, George in second, from Ocon and Hamilton, Bottas and Norris, Leclerc and Alonso, then Sainz and Stroll make up the fifth row.
The drivers are getting ready here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights.
Jeddah street circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair. But even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021.
Jeddah Corniche circuit is hot and high-powered, demanding speed for the straights and a high grip level through corners that are tight to the barriers. Starting tyre choices will be crucial here, with teams ever mindful of opportunities that a safety car could give. The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
All right, nice and simple. We're going to go with a one-stop softs to mediums. We'll take 2 laps of fuel out. Drop the starting tyre wear down a bit. That's it. That's all we need to do. Let's send them out for the start of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
Ah, the livery glitch is
And
so
it'll be
annoying.
exciting to see just what will happen here today. We're now moments away from this, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
All right, softs for most of the top 10. A couple of cars on mediums. Stroll on hards and has already been overtaken by his teammate as a result. We're going to look to try and just control the pace in these early couple of laps if we can. Certainly protect the tyres. Ride with the helicam. See how powerful the slipstream is around this circuit. Look at Valtteri in 4th place, trying to line up a move on Esteban Ocon here at the end of the lap.
DRS enabled.
Valtteri is the fastest man on track.
So Piastri next car. Gap 0.4. Ocon behind you. Gap 0.5. Keep your head down.
Safety car deployed.
A safety car already.
Charge on.
Sargent is out. New team, same old shenanigans for Logan. Oh, he's so nearly took out that Aston Martin there.
And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
Which Aston would that have been? That would have been Nico Hulkenberg. He nearly took out Nico.
Red flag, red flag.
Kind of wish I'd started on the mediums now. Watch this car bounce off the wall. Look how close he was to collecting Hulkenberg then.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
You can just imagine the Alpine team boss watching that replay going, I've made a huge mistake. All right, we'll switch to the mediums now. There we go. And that's our fuel taken care of.
A sense of deja vu here as the drivers once again face the countdown. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Will Valtteri have a look? Not this time. And Ocon gets the move on George. Ocon has gone back to softs again.
Norris behind.
Did he start on the mediums? No, he did start on soft, so he is going to have to run the mediums or hards at some point. And he immediately gets through on Oscar as well.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
George recommends we start bringing them back to Hamlet.
Copy. Use overtake. Copy.
Making sure he doesn't try and scamper away.
Recharge, John, please.
Copy. DRS enabled. DRS.
Do my best.
Use the overtake button. Copy.
Looks like some of the cars stayed on the same tyres. Looks like Tsunoda did, Zhou did, Ricardo did. Charles might have done. Stroll did. Stroll was the only one on hard tyres. So that's new hard tyres for Lewis, Max and Nico.
DRS.
George moves on through into second.
Recharge on. Yep, copy.
Evening, Army.
Recharge on. Copy.
Charge the pack.
Copy. Recharge on. Copy.
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Yeah, copy. Copy. Recharge on. Yeah. Copy. Yeah. I need clean air. I cannot do anything.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Has DRS.
Now
Opportunities.
Valtteri has a little look. We shut that down. Hamilton's lurking as well. We don't have the same level of pace as Ocon right now. But we're up against aggressively pushed soft tyres, so that's not surprising. Look at the state of Tsunoda's tyres already. 63%. Let's not forget as well, our tyre wear is phenomenal against the rest of the grid. We've got upwards of 10% against most of the teams.
Behind Piastri.
So we do not have to make a two-stop race out of this. The AI probably does. Certainly Tsunoda's looking like a two-stop. As long as we stay in the front running pack. We are in excellent shape.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Because Ocon's tyres will fall off and he'll start to drift back towards the group that's chasing him. We just can't really afford to fall any further back than we are right now. That will cause problems.
Copy. Yeah.
We can have recharge on now.
Copy. Copy. Yeah, copy. Overtaking is
Battle assist
very,
turned
very
off right now.
And we don't want to lose too much time.
Turn down the overtake
Be careful with the
to
car.
low, and we'll turn down the defence to low as well.
So don't take risks.
Stay on the racing line. Only go for easy overtakes. Reduce the risk.
Understood.
Sonoda's tyres, oh my god, they're down to 44% already. He's stuck in that dirty air of science as well. Those tyres are screaming at him. Ricardo's are even worse, 43%. And they are melting in that dirty air. This is why I focused so much on making sure our cooling was good for this year. Because I knew this would be a way to get a really good advantage over the AI in terms of tyre wear,
As DRS.
which would give us more flexibility on strategy. And we have a fault, 50 penalty.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Leclerc has got himself up into 5th.
So ahead of you is Lando. .4. Overtake available.
Push and hold it, overtake.
Copy.
And now Hamilton gets past Valtteri as well. And Alonso's right there. Sainz now 3 seconds further back. And that is Alonso up into 7th. And we're going to start to close back on Norris again now. See if we can drop away from the cars behind us as well.
Yeah. How long do you right there?
Keep your head down.
tyre management. Everything's good.
There we go. We're back onto Norris. Ocon's got that gap up to 3 seconds now. But look at the difference between our tyres and Norris. Norris is the tyre whisperer. He's got really good tyre management skills in this game, and yet we are making him look very, very harsh on his tyres.
Recharge on. Copy.
There we go. We have got a little bit of a gap to the Ferraris now.
Use overtake. Nice.
Good job. We are P2. Car ahead is Ocon.
Copy.
Recharge on is good.
Copy.
That's a VSC. Oh, it's a big crash. Gasly, Perez and Ricciardo all involved by the look of it. I wonder. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the AI is going to do this as well. We can get off these medium tyres. We'll box George this lap. We'll box. Oh, it's a red flag. How bad is this crash then? Pretty bad. Max is blocked. Van Dorn's blocked. Perez is seriously damaged. Ricciardo is out. Gasly is out. All right, yeah. So it's soft for the rest of this Grand Prix then.
Red flag.
glad I did go with mediums on this second stint. Didn't want to move us on then, for some reason. Oh, everything just catching up. That was weird. So that's 4 cars out, and we haven't even done that much of the race yet.
We're ready to get this race
Have we even done 10 laps yet?
Again. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Yeah, we've done 15 laps. Ricardo's going to get a penalty. It was obviously him that caused the crash then. Ten-second penalty. Whoa. Very responsible then. So Ocon has gone soft again. So Ocon still has to stop again. I wonder if Leclerc, Alonso, Bottas, Lawson and Fittipaldi might try and go to the end. I expect they will still probably stop and put on a set of softs, but Ocon has gone soft, soft and now soft again for his 3rd set of tyres. That is very unexpected.
Overtake available.
Yeah. Happy to start reducing that management.
And that is some big budget problems straight away.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Okay, there's a car in the
And another crash. Nico Hulkenberg is out. I glanced away for 2 seconds and there's another yellow flag. Oh, yeah, it's just bouncing across the wall. He'll keep going, but that will be more than just wing damage on that car.
It's not going the way the team had hoped today.
Evening F1 is live. Oh, it's a very jerky helicam. There we go, smooth it out a little bit.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Oscar dives up the inside of his former teammate. Goes around the outside at 2, completes the move.
Sweet.
Well done, Oscar, really good. Oscar, we are P2. Car ahead is Ocon.
Engine temps are really high for George. Got to be wary of that.
Remember recharge?
You saw my livery on Reddit. Yeah, I posted it earlier this evening.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
And if you can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Copy.
Hamilton's come with us. Stroll and Leclerc a little way back now. Stroll on those softs, but Leclerc dropped back because he's on the hards. So a gap has opened up.
Alright, copy that. Plenty to play for.
The car behind you is Hamilton.
Car behind is strong. Gap 3.2.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Deep breath, we're going to be okay.
Recharge on is good.
Copy. George, recommend we start bringing the battery back up.
Might need to stop burning that fuel for now, just because the engine temps are getting very high. It's going to put a lot of thermal wear on the engines. We only have 3 this year.
A bit more now.
I want to make sure we look after them.
Lift off end of straight.
Yep. So happy with this management at the moment.
Yeah, understood.
Norris's tyres are really wearing out quickly. Try and getting the batteries back up, because we'll try and break away from him very soon, and hopefully he won't have the grip to be able to come with us. Another yellow flag, that's Verstappen.
Here's the replay. Let's have a look as we go into the 13th corner.
Oh man, look at all that traffic tripping over
There's
itself.
the lockup. Now they did leave it very late.
Lewis has DRS. overtake is available.
We'll break George away.
Recharge on.
Yeah.
We'll do the same with Oscar on the next lap, I think. Need to work him past Lewis onto the back of Norris first, though.
Just give us some feedback on the tyres.
Tyre management looks okay.
Recharge on.
Copy.
We almost have Ocon's DRS. There we go, we've got it. George's tyres are overheating a little bit.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
Hamilton's gone through against Norris.
Oscar, tyre update when you can.
No way through.
So far. Use overtake. Copy.
Recharge
Not
on.
getting through this lap either. Not yet.
Pack is high.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on is good. Focus on recharge.
Yeah.
Overtake will be available.
Use the overtake button.
Copy.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
Just backed out of it. Hamilton will get the DRS. Can we get past Hamilton? He had the slipstream and then just broke our momentum there.
We must increase the level of lift and coast.
And we are definitely losing ground behind these two now. Gap up to 4.5 seconds to Ocon and George.
You need to push.
Need to get through.
Be nice to get past.
Copy.
Yeah, copy. Copy.
There we go. It's one place.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Copy.
And we get through here as well. That wasn't what I was
Your
aiming
recharge
for.
on is good.
Just put me in peak confidence though. There we go. Hamilton goes back through.
Recharge on.
Now we can refill the battery a bit.
There are opportunities ahead.
So Lando is now the car behind.
Tyre wear still slightly higher than I would like, but temps are down now.
And happy to pick up the pushing level.
There's still opportunities here.
Okay, use deploy.
We can use the pace now.
Nice. Well done, good job.
Okay, next car is Russell.
And we hold him off. No, we can't.
Overtake will be available.
Copy.
Still plenty of opportunities. Car behind is Lando.
Yeah, Hamilton's going to be boxing soon as well. Norris might be boxing at the end of this lap. State of those tyres. He'll probably go onto a set of mediums. Depending on how long Ocon and Hamilton can stay out, they might go onto another set of softs. Actually, I don't think... No, Ocon can't. Ocon has to go mediums. What about Lewis? Lewis has gone through the full gamut of tyres so far, so he may try and hang it out for another set of softs. If not, he'll probably go another set of mediums.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Norris's tyres are failing badly. Leclerc's caught and passed him. Surely he's going to box. No, he's staying out. Risking a puncture now. Risking an absolute puncture. And look at the pace difference between George and Ocon. How is he going so quick on tyres that are so beaten up? That's insane. Hamilton's now 7 seconds behind Russell.
Recharge on.
Yep.
This is the lap I'm going to try and punch through. Norris could well puncture here if he's not careful.
Focus on recharge. Copy. Use overtake. Copy.
There we go, we're through. Norris now 3 seconds behind. And now he does dive into the pits. So what tyres is he going on to?
Sweet. Good job.
He's going on to hard tyres. It's a good stop. Meanwhile, we're going to try and break away now from Lewis and Leclerc.
Copy.
Recharge on.
And now we're starting to see a drop off in Ocon's pace. About time. And he's in. So this would be for a set of mediums or hards.
Pack is low.
Mediums. All right, where's he going to end now? Give me miles ahead of Norris. He's behind. His teammate just gets out in front of Bottas. So let's see if Alonso holds his teammate up.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
That's too much. Oh, no. Alonso squeezes him and retakes the place. Thank you, Alonso. We want Ocon to get delayed here.
George, we still need to increase the level of lift and coast.
Coming. Hamilton has pitted.
Hamilton's come in. And that is mediums for Lewis. Our pit window's about to open up. Lewis will be comfortably behind Ocon, who's now up to 4th. Ocon's going to fly. Goes purple. It's not going to be a straightforward race. That Red Bull is mighty quick in Ocon's hands here. He won't purple the final sector either, I don't think. Not without DRS.
We're ready for you.
Okay.
We are ready for you.
Copy.
So how are we behind Leclerc that far? And then I realised we're on the wrong timing. We're on leader timing. Fittipaldi's fault has escalated. Let's see what the fault that is.
Copy.
he's got gearbox issues, and now because of the temperature, he also has ERS issues. If he can cool his car down, that will probably go away. But the gearbox is toast by the look of it.
We think there's still opportunities here. Use overtake.
Copy.
Probably 2.9 for Esteban last lap. Not a good lap for Oscar.
Tyre temperature management looking very good.
Okay. Yeah.
Recharge on.
Copy.
There he is.
Okay to push. So happy to push now.
Let's see if we can box Oscar this lap.
1.1. 1.1. Deep breath. You're going to be okay.
I don't want to take the risk of them boxing on the same lap, given our pit crew is very tired going into this Grand Prix. Do not want to run the risk of double stacking and then making a fault on the first car. Hold both drivers up. If fault happens, I'd rather it only affected one of us.
Oscar, box now, box now.
Yep. Copy, box.
Okay, let's see what you got then.
Copy.
Box, box.
Yeah, stop. Okay, recharge on. Yeah, copy. Oscar,
Right.
pit lane.
First stop of the race for us. Through goes Ocon. .29, that's a pretty decent stop, but we saw how quick the stops were last night. That might not be good enough.
This is P10. Car behind is Lando. 0.4. 20 laps to go. 20 laps.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Yes, use the chance now.
Copy.
Recharge button on.
Copy.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Okay.
Ocon is flying up to the back of Leclerc. George is coming into the pits. Early 2.5, not a great stop. At least it was clean.
Close.
Look at all that traffic in front of us. Oh, this is going to be messy. But we get out just behind Hamilton.
P5. So Lewis ahead. Gap ahead now 0.7. Now 3 car behind. Gap 0.3.
And we are 13 seconds or so behind Ocon.
Stroll is now the car
16
behind.
with Oscar.
There are opportunities ahead. Use overtake.
Now we know we need to go on the attack because quite a lot of these cars are going to box, and I want to get as much confidence out of these overtakes as I can.
Yeah, copy.
There we go. We've boxed in Norris. Make our way past Sights as well. That's right on the edge of peak confidence. And I get Fittipaldi before the end of the lap as well. Lawson's going to be boxing. Oh, we go straight past Fittipaldi. And that is
So we've got Alonso
peak
in
confidence. And straight past Lawson, who has stayed out.
And reminder for the recharge button.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
And we have a yellow flag.
Copy.
It's not George.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Stoffel. So
Here we've got
both
the Aston Martin.
Astons have been in the wars.
Just flies into that crash. And that's not what they would have had in mind when they woke up this morning.
Very similar to what happened to Hulkenberg, but at the opposite end of the track. And there is how close our drivers are. As we swoop through on Valtteri, Valtteri needs to stop as well. Leclerc needs to stop. It's a fight now between us, Hamilton and Ocon. And Ocon's got a huge lead.
Let's introduce a bit more management.
Yep, fine.
Getting my two drivers together before we go for flying lap attempts.
He has DRS.
Okay.
We want good pace. Overtake available.
We matched Esteban on that last lap. A little bit quicker than Lewis.
Gap is 1.7.
Plenty to play for.
Full lift and coast.
Both Saubers are currently in the top 10, although they both do need to stop again.
Okay. And recharge on, recharge on.
Happy to use the tyre more now.
So Oscar, we can look after this time.
Copy. Copy. Yeah, agree.
Next
The
car.
two Astons are just fighting amongst themselves at the back of the grid now.
0.9. There's still opportunities here.
Focus on recharge. Copy. Body recharge on.
Suggest increased LICO.
Overtake available.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Right, here we go.
Suggest reduce a bit lift and coast. Keep chipping away.
Just show me what you've got then.
Not the best first sector for George. Half a second slower than Oscar. Getting held up here as well now. And there we go, they're both through.
Nice one.
Yeah, good job. So Leclerc car ahead. Gap ahead 1.1.
Oh wow, we blitzed straight onto Charles there.
Pack is low.
You are the fastest man on track.
That was fastest lap.
Copy.
So as much tyre calling as you can manage, please.
Yeah, roger. Overtake available.
131.2.
Make sure we get the pack back.
Yeah, not that much quicker than Hamilton's effort. Russell only just pipped it. Now that both drivers are in peak confidence, we should
With that level of management.
start to close down Esteban
Recharge on,
Ocon.
please.
Lift off end of straight.
Leclerc is still out there.
Yeah, he did get
He's going to have to box. Given how long he's going, I'm guessing it's going to be for softs as well. So he could well
Okay, Oscar, recharge.
steal the fastest lap away from us. Valtteri's in. Fittipaldi has already stopped. Let's see where Valtteri shakes out.
Yeah, we still need more lift and coast.
Oh, he's going to be all the way down in 15th. Just going to get out in front of his teammate.
Copy. How's this tyre? Tyre feels okay.
Gap's down to 8 seconds. Leclerc stayed out again. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Recharge on. Okay, maximum pace.
Oh my God, Sainz! Look at Sainz! Sainz sees the light at last. Soft tyres.
Okay, recharge on is good.
Copy.
Are they brand new? Yes, they are. Of course they are. Oh, Fittipaldi's out. His car's given up. We knew he had a serious fault. It's just got to the point where that car is broken down already.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
And finally Charles comes in. He was getting so close to a puncture. Soft tyres, and I bet they're new. Probably going to come out behind Stroll here. There goes Stroll. Might even come out behind Porsche. It'll be tight. Yeah, there's Lawson and Porsche. He comes out right behind the pair of them. The gap now at the front is down to under 7 seconds. We are closing him in.
And recharge on.
Copy.
And we are keeping our drivers topped up confidence-wise with their little overtaking battles.
And Oscar, the pack is good.
Copy.
Charge the pack.
Recharge off.
Overtake is available.
Roger.
George, recommend we start.
10 laps to go.
That is currently P3.
Next car is Russell.
Hulkenberg's been lapped.
0.4.
Car behind is Hamilton.
Use the tyre.
How's DRS?
Yeah, copy. Yeah, copy.
Engine temps are still a little bit higher than I would like, but we are doing what we need to. We are closing down Ocon, protecting the tyres, and we've rebuilt Oscar's battery, and we've almost rebuilt George's battery.
Copy.
Next go, Piastri. Gap 0.4. Keep your head down.
And there we go. That's both drivers with a full battery.
Copy.
And another second taken out of Ocon. Best part of.
Use overtake. Copy.
Let's just manage these tyres.
Copy.
Why does my game look like a completely different one to yours? In what way, Bobby Yeager?
Blue flags.
Yeah, we saw that.
What is it that looks so drastically different?
Recharge on.
Yep. Surface temps are good. So next car will be Piastri. Gap 0.2.
looks more realistic. My race strategies are on the screen and I'm doing stuff you've never seen in the game. What you mean like this? It's the little help boxes. You click the little I button if you're on PC, or if you're on PlayStation, hit L3 or the left stick on Xbox, I would imagine. And that brings up the help menu version thing there. It's just a little closable window. If that's what you're referring to by race strategies being on screen.
No hob done.
It's 5 laps, including this one.
5 laps to go, and just 2.5 seconds, and that's a safety car, maybe? It's a red flag! Oh my god, another red flag. Sainz has binned it. Oh yeah, that's very much a red flag. He's blocking the traffic. Third red flag. I do not have another set of soft tyres, I don't think. I thought it was F1 24. No, it's F1 Manager. Why wouldn't it let me add a new stint? Alright, okay. Never mind.
Here we are now, down at turn 17. But oh, they can't avoid making contact.
Yeah, that's a very
and they'll
dangerous
definitely
place
be facing
there.
a few questions from the team after that.
Ah, red flag number 3. And
As
it's going
for
to
the team
set
back
up
in
a
the garage,
really
it was a
explosive
tough
sprint
moment to watch.
for the last few laps. 5 laps, no, 4 laps, maybe even only 3 laps. Oh, we have got more softs. Haha, excellent.
Our race here resumes as we get back underway. It's lights out and away we go.
Keep chipping away.
3 racing laps. We have a yellow flag already. Oh my god. 3 cars involved in a crash, maybe.
Look at the Mercedes. There, that's the moment of impact.
Oh.
And the car leaving a
Jesus
bit of paint
Christ.
on that barrier.
Watch for debris.
Joe hit
Oh dear,
Lawson.
a crash. There's been a crash.
Is this another one? Or is this the same crash from a different angle?
And not just one
I think it's
car
the same.
involved in
Stroll
that,
might
as you
have
can see.
rear-ended somebody.
Teams will no doubt be very keen
Yeah, I
to
think Stroll
establish
might have
the full
rear-ended his
extent of the
teammate.
damage.
Again.
Recharge on. Copy.
This has been the most chaotic ending to a Grand Prix in the game that we've had in a long time.
Okay.
The most chaotic ending to a Grand Prix in real life, obviously, is Australia last year. So many crashes.
2 laps to go.
Copy. Overtake available. Copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Six cars out, yeah. 4 cars, 5 cars with some form of damage still on them.
Car ahead is Ocon. 0.4. Still plenty of opportunities. We can have recharge on now.
Yep.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Yeah, copy.
So Piastri next car. Gap 0.6.
Use overtake.
Copy, copy.
So you are purple.
Now, can we hold on?
This is good. Currently P2.
We've got enough battery to just stay in this pace setting for the rest of the race. Ocon has dropped back a bit. Hamilton is 4th. Alonso found himself up into 5th now and could yet make a move on Hamilton. It's very close. Leclerc struggling to stay with them. Norris all over Leclerc, and Valtteri's back up in the high positions again. We're letting our 2 fight, as I did say I would. We've got the beating of Ocon now.
0.4.
In a way, we've been kind of robbed of an exciting finish, but we've also been given an exciting finish as well. Yeah, the original charge up back through that we were doing nullified.
And when you can, feedback.
Who is going to get the win? I think Oscar's going to do it. Maybe. No, Russell's going to hang on. It's going to be tight. It's going to be neck and neck across the line. There we go. Alonso does get past Charles Leclerc, who ends up only just holding off Norris and Valtteri there.
Rubber, where you can.
And there we have it. Russell finishes in 1st place.
A result like that absolutely speaks to all the hard work they've put into their career. Just phenomenal.
Okay, Oscar, that's a checkered flag.
Hamilton gets on the podium. Hamilton got Ocon.
Not bad at all. Thanks, guys. Going really well.
He went from only just holding back Alonso to actually claiming the podium.
Wait 5 seconds and then...
Sorry, Farah. Sorry, Dino.
Today, it's George Russell's time to shine.
What a brilliant race that was for the team. They just did everything right. The driver included, of course.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. The team getting their first chance to congratulate their driver on a job well done. And up he goes, George Russell joining the podium lineup after a memorable Grand Prix.
It gets even better for the team, with both drivers scoring a podium finish this weekend.
And finally now the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Well, Kareem, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
I doubt they could be much happier. A win and a podium place. What a great way to round
And
off
if
the
Oscar
weekend.
kept the fastest lap, which I think he did, that means he should be 1 point ahead of
Okay
George
then, and a big thank
in
you
the
to
standings.
everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
Well, there we go then, confirmation of the final lap. Alonso took the fastest lap from us, so they'll be level at the top of the table. George with the win, Oscar in second, Hamilton gets third, then it's Ocon in fourth, Alonso fifth with the fastest lap for that bonus point, Leclerc in sixth, Norris down into seventh, Valtteri eighth place, and 4 more points there for Sauber. Max gets some points for Williams, up 5 places, taking full advantage of all the carnage in the Grand Prix there. Stroll gets the final point. How did Lance Stroll, who hit 2 people, at least 2 people in that race, how did he get points? Porsche up 11 places to finish in 11th, just missing out on points. Then it's Tsunoda in 12th, Hulkenberg in 13th, 14th for Van Dorn. And the state those 2 cars were in at one point, it's they very much benefited from that last moment red flag there. Then Lawson in 15th. Zhou in 16th has got a penalty, which will carry across into the next race of 3 places. Sainz retired. Fittipaldi retired. Ricciardo retired. Perez retired. Gasly retired. And Sargent also retired. And I'm pretty sure that it's Ricciardo who has a 10-second penalty to be added. So that'll be 6 places in the next race. In the driver's standings then, equal position for Oscar and George. Oscar ahead, I'm guessing, because of the pole positions. He has 2, George has none. That's the only difference between the 2 of them. Ocon hangs on to third. He's on 27 points. Hamilton up 2 places into 4th with that podium there. 3 points ahead of his teammate Leclerc, who drops down to 5th on 20 points. Norris down 1 into 6th on 16. Alonso, 11 points, moves him all the way up into 7th place. Then it's Sainz in 8th. Valtteri Bottas in 9th. Level on points with Carlos Sainz. Gasly in 10th. Max now moves up into 11th. So that's 6 points already for Williams. Their car looked absolutely abysmal, and yet they already have 6 points. That's been a really good start to the season for them. Then it's Stroll in 12th, 13th for Zhou, 14th for Porsche, 15th for Sargent, 16th for Yuki Tsunoda, 17th for Hulkenberg, 18th for Van Dorn, 19th is Lawson. Then it's Ricciardo in 20th. Not been a great start to his return to McLaren, despite looking promising in Bahrain. Has not really shown much here today. Perez is 21st, and it's Enzo in 22nd. In the constructor standings, 43 points doubles our score. We're on 86, and double the score of Ferrari, who are second on 43. Then Red Bull in third have 38 points. McLaren with 16 in fourth. Then it's Mercedes from Williams and Sauber. All 3 teams tied on 6 points. Alpine have a point in 8th. 9th is RB with their first point of the season. And it's 10th for Aston Martin, with Haas dropping to 11th, which is a bit of a shock because I thought their car would be pretty handy this year. And so far, not been a good start to the season. In the pit stop competition, we made 1 stop per driver. And one of them was good enough for points. So we get our first points of the year in the DHL competition, 10 points there. That puts us 7th in the standings. Ferrari lead with 46 points, 1 ahead of McLaren, who drop into second on 45. Red Bull up 3 to go into third on 31, tying with Mercedes 4th. Alpine in 5th with 16, RB with 15 in 6th. Then in 7th is us. 8th is Haas with 6 points. 9th for Aston with 2 points. Sauber in 10th. Williams in 11th. And then you see that 1 stop for Georgia, 2.5. Wasn't a great stop, but it was clean. And given the fatigue our pit crew had going into this race, I'm actually quite pleased that it wasn't a complete mess up there. Both drivers give us the maximum payout, so it's 1.37 mil added to the bank. Let's see what that does to our overall finances. The memorabilia room upgrade is done. Excellent stuff. We have 1.4 mil in the bank, so didn't do much, but gave us some. Did the car come through unscathed? Yes, it did. A bit more durable this year, the car, than last year. Look at the state of the engine after just 2 rounds, down to 78%. We did a lot of thermal damage to our car in that Grand Prix. We'll have to be wary of that going forward. In the F2 race, Kimi Antonelli wins ahead of Gabriele Mini and Arvind Lindblad. Let's go to the board. They were delighted with the race result, as they should be. Another 1-2 for us. We are comfortably beating our season objective, and that's 2 point races from 2 so far. 10 more, and we complete the long-term objective nice and early again. And our team hub is in need of a little bit of TLC. We'll go with just a refurb. Much as I would like to upgrade it, I need to keep some money aside for parts. I'm not sure if I have enough wings. Yeah, I do need more rear wings. I had a feeling I did. So let's go ahead and make 2 more of those. Go. We are 12 days away from Melbourne, so we will advance time until then. We'll get the rest of the housekeeping done before we end. Side pod, our spare, is done. Can I afford another one now? Do I have 4 chassis? No, I only have 3 chassis. But we're making another one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that 4th side pod then. And there we go, we'll add a cache again. Once again, money looks like it's going to be hard to come by for us this year, although we do have quite a few compulsory mandatory activities for our sponsors, so that will hopefully bring in some good extra cash. We'll have to wait and see how that one works for us. There's a spare side pod confirmation. Scouting reports will be ready on the next day. So, Alonso, 88 overall. That's his baseline stats. He has a negative mentality. Why is he negative? Can we see why he's so miserable? Facilities. Red Bull must have just neglected their facilities, and that must be what's hurting him. His overall mentality is enthusiastic. So why did it say... Oh, no, it's negative. His overall... Wow. Yeah, that makes no sense. Overall mentality is negative, yet it's also enthusiastic. I wonder if that's just a glitch, a bug. I don't know. There's the new team suitability marker that was added in. That's a pretty good salary for Alonso, 21.7 mil. He gets a $650,000 bonus if he gets the win. No termination clause in his contract. And it's only 1 year, so that kind of makes sense. We have Hamilton's rating as well now, his result back. Let's take a look at him. He's in positive mentality, so that's going to be boosting his stats. Look at that marketability, 100 out of 100. His suitability, again, negative, just because of the cost. The higher would be a drop in overall rating by at least 2 points. And how much is he on? He's on 35 million. Oof. He gets $500,000 just for finishing in the top 3. So he just got a $500,000 bonus for that race. And his termination clause, despite only having 10 months left, is still 35 million. It's best part of his entire salary, basically. But what were his baseline stats? That is the question. 91 cornering and braking, 80 on reactions, 81 accuracy. His smoothness has dropped down. So his pace still looks pretty strong. His reactions look to have dipped. His, everything has dipped, but I mean, he still has 91 level cornering and braking. The reactions is definitely a bit more of an issue. The smoothness has dipped a bit. He's still a very strong driver, though. He's still going to be competitive for at least another season or two before he starts to slip too far down to be able to challenge again. And it'll be interesting to see where he goes when his contract expires. Does he renew with Ferrari? Does he go somewhere else? Very, very curious about that. We'll advance time a bit more. There's a spare chassis. Excellent. So we now have 4 chassis. Let's redeploy the scouts. Who else should we have a look at? We know Leclerc's out of contract at the end of the season. Let's take a little look at Leclerc. Lando still has 3 years on his deal. Let's take a look at Ocon. I'm curious as to how much they're paying him at Red Bull. There's our spare rear wings. So we now have 4 of those. How long until the suspension's ready? 20 days. And then they're going to take 8 days each. Maybe 9 days each to make. Because our factory's not in great shape right now. And there is side pod number 4. Excellent stuff. Alright, so Ocon. His baseline stats, 82, 82, 82 for his pace. Accuracy 93. That's pretty strong. He's only on 7.9 mil. I am surprised by that. Very surprised. $78 marketability. He gets $237,000 every time he hits a podium. So he'll have got that bonus in round 1 in Sakir. Did he have a breakout clause? No, he doesn't. So he could get poached in silly season. I'm looking forward to getting the silly season emails start to come through. That'll be quite interesting. And let's take a look at Leclerc. Leclerc's baseline stats, 94, 96. Wow, that's pretty strong. Reactions, 86. Good accuracy, excellent control. Smoothness still needs some work at 83. Adaptability, not amazing. But he's not known for his amazing wet weather skills, so that kind of tracks. Strong in overtaking and defending. He's on a 99 out of 100 marketability. Wow, the Ferrari marketability must be through the roof. 99 from Leclerc, 100 from Hamilton. And the team is going to have high marketability anyway. They must be breezing through any sponsor obligations they have. So Leclerc is on 19.5 mil with a 200k bonus just for the top 5. That'll be worth quite a bit of money. He's got a 48.7 mil remaining on his termination clause. And again, he's out of contract at the end of this year. He must have like a 2 times modifier, at least 2.5 times, maybe even 3 times. That's a high modifier. I'm curious what happens to him at the end of the season as well. Does he stay with Ferrari? Does he move? Does he go to Red Bull, perhaps? Let's take a look at Max. And let's take a look at Lando. our hospitality area refurb is done. That will help with our team marketability, which is good. We're up to 234k. Really could do with boosting that boardroom at some point. Only 130. I don't really want to spend any more money just yet. And the boardroom is not really that important to us at the moment, given how our team's performing. It will become important later in the season, but there we go. What's the weather looking like? Cold with rain. Oh, very wet race. Okay. So we'll have the opportunity to see just how our car performs in the wet with this new Season 3 car. The first time. That'll be interesting. That'll be tomorrow night's race. And that is it for tonight. So an excellent performance again. Another 1-2 in qualifying, another 1-2 in the race. Both drivers tied at the top of the driver's standings with a win and a second place each. And we have a nice healthy lead over Ferrari and Red Bull already in the constructors. So yeah, we have certainly got off to a flying start. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how we do in the wet tomorrow. We still are lacking some straight outright pace. We do need to reduce some of the drag on the car. The new suspension will help with that a little bit. When we get around to doing a new front wing and a new underfloor, those will also gain a benefit from that as well. We have some ATR hours to spend. When do we get our next sponsor payment through? Have a look. There, just before we go to Suzuka. So a week and a half's time, we will have some money from our sponsors. It'll be hopefully not a really nasty April Fool's Day joke from the sponsors. It's just 3 mil, if memory serves, that will come to us on that day. No mandatory activities, but maybe we'll get allocated one for that next period. Hopefully we will, because I would like to have a big chunk of cash so I can get an advanced front wing up and running at some point soon. Plus, we do have some facilities that we need to work on as well. But yeah, there we go. Very, very good race for us. We'll be back tomorrow at the usual time of 8 p.m. for Australia, round 3 at Albert Park in Melbourne. And don't forget as well, Empire of the Ants, more content coming out. The next part goes live tomorrow, usual time about 4 in the afternoon. There are 12 parts up for you to have a look through already. Part number 13 drops tomorrow, as I say. And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob. If you've enjoyed tonight's race, please drop a like. If you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing as well. And I will see you all again for some more F1 Manager very soon.